Okay, not ideal. Been called to this empty house. That's never good. All right, fair enough, might just be cold inside. Couldn't even open the door up because, and then if we come in, oh, so we got, Jesus, water everywhere. Oh. I think it's split tank. So I'm going to get up. I've turned the mains off now, so it's starting to slow. Either that or it's a burst pipe. But either way, I'm going to try and get up in the loft and have a look at what's going on. Everything's sodden. Insurance job, I think. I'll let you know what I find. Right, I think we might have found our problem. So that, once upon a time, was our cold main. And you can see it's just completely snapped. None of this pipe work's lagged. It's not supported, it's just swinging out the wall. That was an accident waiting to happen. So I've called the owner, I've killed all the electrics. They're going to come and have a look, see what needs to be done. I'd imagine we're talking insurance adjusters, but we'll see. It's blooming cold up here actually. But I mean, that's just not good enough. That is just not good enough at all. Whoever's done that that's just so pony. That's gonna have to be redone. I don't know if you can see this, but all the ceiling's obviously all gone. And so I'm being very careful where I walk. What can you do? Okay, so just thought I'd walk you through this. So this is the fitting that was up in the loft. That has quite clearly failed. You can actually see it's cracked in two places, so it's also cracked here. Yeah, see that all the way up there, around, and then that obviously once upon a time went like that. There's just too much tension on it, I think, more than anything else. You know, these fittings aren't designed to be totally unsupported and like it was, and eventually it's just going to give way. So you can see that it's about to give way in two places. So that'll be a lesson to you. Always support pipe, especially plastic pipe. Otherwise you're going to have a situation like this. Things we've done. We've repaired the pipe work up in the loft, just as a temporary repair. That's what the insurance company have asked us to do. We have made sure the boiler's all working so that we can have the heating on. Everything's wonderful. Next job to do, the insurance company have asked us to do, is to pick up any of the excess water. As you can see, there is quite a lot of damage. All of these walls are all totally blown. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up. The floors, as you walk on them, are all totally popped. So all the floors are gone. Most of the walls have gone. All of the ceilings have gone. Downstairs, pretty much the same as upstairs. So, but the insurance company have asked us to pick up the excess water. So that's what I'm going to do. So I went out and picked up one of these. I have got a wet vac, but it's not designed for this. So we've gone out and bought a big Karcher one. Don't know if you can see how big that is. And it looks like an interesting piece of kit. So we're going to set the, Jesus, you can't walk in this house. We're going to set up the time lapse. We're going to hoover up what we can, and then wait to see what the insurance company says. That's
all I can do for now until they come back to me and let me know how they want to proceed. So on to the next one, which is another leak. Hey, we're having a day of leaks today, which was it's an upstand in an allotment, and basically they had a meter fitted, and the meter was frozen, cracked, and is just spraying everywhere. So jump over, we're just going to cut it out. They've decided that they don't need the meter anymore, so we're just going to cut the meter out, new piece of pipe, and then go from there. So I'll take you with me. All right, here we are. So, offending article. See if I can get everyone in the shot here. Don't know if I can. Effectively, water meter, little isolation valve, little top tip from the top. And if you've got an outside tap, there should always be an isolator. Won't always look like that. Would normally be a little baller fix, which I will pop a picture up of now. And effectively, in the winter months, should be turned off. Turn it off, open the tap, and that will stop any of this stuff happening. Yes, it should be insulated, absolutely, but insulation is not a perfect thing. And I have seen pipes freeze, even with insulation on. So all that's happened here, I'm actually going to turn the camera around so that you can see. I don't know if you can make out that tiny little crack there. It's probably more obvious if I turn it on. Yeah, not ideal. So what's happened is that's frozen and split. So what we can do is just cut it out, new piece of pipe in there, all the way up to here, re-insulate it, and that's a good one. This fit is pretty simple. It's just got a little rubber O-ring in them that you just connect up. So if I just undo that one, and then do the same up here. Hopefully we've got enough flex in the pipe. Take it out. There you go. So this should be pretty simple fix. Whenever you take one of these apart, just make sure that that O-ring is still in there and it's still nice and pliable, and it is. So you should be able to take these little inserts out here, put it into a new length pipe and connect it in. Show you with them. Right, new pipe in, magic in it. It's all on, obviously, but what I'll do now, because it's winter, I'm just going to turn it off here, like that, open up the tap, and then leave it open. Yeah, so that's all nice and open now. Well, all that's doing is if it decides to freeze in the pipe, it's got room to expand and it's not going to burst the fitting. All I need to do is throw some insulation on this and we're done. Okay, sun's come out just in time, all nicely lagged. I did talk to them about building like an enclosure for it and filling that with insulation, but they said they're happy with this as it is, and they from now on are going to use that to turn it off in the winter. So another one done, off to the next. Just got out of another job. They weren't happy with me filming, so I thought I would just talk you through what I've done out here in the van. Pinprick pipe, the vast majority of it is not accessible, but there is a section that is. So what I've said to them, priced then to effectively change the whole thing, and also change just what we can see, just as a precaution really. But you can see, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, just another pinprick that actually looks like it might have been hit by something. This is in the airing cupboard, so it's possible that it's got hit by something or whatever else. Either way, it's got a little pinprick in that, so that's what's caused that problem. So all I've done today, cut 2 speed fit couplings and a new piece of pipe between it, get them out of trouble again, and then I've priced to change the lock if they want it done.